Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you, for your highest good for the month of May 2026. I have to check myself to figure out what month it is. There's been some interesting things going on with the Schumann resonance right now, but when isn't there? There's always something going on, isn't there? Always something. Ooh. That's an interesting card to start with. 5 of Wands. Something's got to change. Battle of Wills. Battle of Wills and someone with deep oversight. Someone in control of themselves and very mature and running their own business and overseeing quite a lot. And that feminine energy is what possibly a fiery masculine looks towards to gain victory. Ooh. And move forwards, travel. It's got a fiery, horsey vibe for you, Sagittarius. Well, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it could be someone very passionate, but it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius like yourself. So, or the Empress. Well, that could be someone's mum, or it's someone affluent, someone who knows how to be in command and how to relax, and someone who eats well, who enjoys the luxuries of life, possibly has Taurus in their chart. Oh, how interesting. So Sag, I feel like the conflicts in negotiation are because of an imbalance in maturity with a relationship with someone. And this could be, it could be a masculine or a feminine. But the dynamic is that the feminine seems to have the kind of the higher perspective, I guess is the best way I can put that. But the masculine's a go-getter and moving forwards and intending victory and seeming victorious and traveling possibly to look at a work contract or to oversee something, or to show up for something, to show up. And or there may be a building involved which has more things that are moving towards conflict because there's a decision to make to do with finances and possibly to do with how things are spent, whether they're spent on drink and partying, or whether they're it's the choice of where to put one's assets, but also where to put one's attention. And I feel like this is the other person. This doesn't feel like you, Sag. It feels like you may be kind of sitting back, observing a lot. You may be in observing mode, and you've put the fighting behind you. So even though someone is willing to face you and face the fury, that makes me think of that clip from Ice A. It was a face, well, you'll face my fury. He says, face my furry what? Anyway, that's Continental Drift, if anyone wants to watch that. It's a funny one. So someone seems to be ready to face your furry. And they're traveling towards you in May. Well, that's the intention and the will. But again, that's like there's a balance on the decision, even with like the Three of Pentacles going to the Two of Pentacles. It's like, what do I do? What do I spend my money on? But there's also the Three of Cups here. So whoever you're dealing with wants to have a favorable outcome, and they are intending to win, and they are tending to overcome, and they are intending to move forwards and negotiate something with you. That's what they're doing. They want to negotiate something, but I think they hurt you. So it looks like they at least are taking a sensible approach with the Knight of Pentacles, and they are approaching, and they may even have the courage to talk about a long-term relationship with you, or what that looks like to them. And that's something that they've been thinking long and hard about, and intend to speak up, tell the truth, and spill the beans, spill their emotional cup, and travel towards you. And they have been judged, and they judge themselves. Someone else got a very similar message in their reading. I can't remember who. And I think they have been judging themselves over what they get pulled by, who pulls at their attention. It seems to be who gets the lion's share of them. I feel they're seeing that, and all that's caused is more and more emotional turmoil for them. There's been a lot of emotional turmoil for them to overcome or balance out from, and it seems they have gotten further along in seeing their part, and they may also be helping, or their energy or attention may be going towards someone else younger than them, or children, or someone in their family. But they feel divinely pulled to you, and they feel burdened by their own situation. So I feel like if they come and talk to you, they are offering you something. Where you've got Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Cups, so that's nice, because that's grounded and it's emotional. So that's good, and it also implies that they are looking to invest in you. Although with that Three of Cups, they could be telling you about that they were juggling some situation, or someone else came into the picture, and so they had to have a good think about what their priorities were. Whoa, Sag. This is a love read. Ace of Wands, my goodness. So there's a lot of passion here, and they want to bring that to you, I think. Unless that's you wanting to travel and offer your cup of love to someone. It could be that way around. It feels like both parties are on the same page. Ooh, end of a cycle. Something new being offered from someone who is looking to travel to you. And then the end, an ending. So, and it, the world is the end. It's the end. It's the closing out of the cycle. So it may be closing out of an old cycle that previously all the judgments have come to pass, and being satisfied with following your career dreams. That's what it reads as, very accurately, and possibly leaving something behind, leaving behind abandonment, leaving behind rejection. So that's nice. I like that. I like that for you. Yeah, focusing on your long-term stability in the material world. That is your focus. That's really, really clear with the star as your dreams. You're following your dreams and your career and what you want to create long-term. Finding your feet and what you want to invest in, and sticking with those who want to invest in you. And this person may be one of the people that wants to invest in you, if they're showing up correct this time. Oh, you got two of these now. So there's always these duality decisions going on. Hidden Worlds, 38, 3 is coming together or building something. 8 is infinite possibilities and repetitive cycles. 38 is 11, which is the soulmate number. So you're probably dealing with a soulmate. That's usually the case. And when 1 is 2, that's a decision time, or duality, or black and white of things, or the hidden worlds. Changing consciousness, awareness, extrasensory perception. I feel like your awareness has changed around your connection with this person. And this person's been in your reads for quite a long time as well. And your awareness is expanding to other worlds in a way that feels like it's beyond consciousness. So consciousness is what we're consciously aware of, and the subconscious, and how our life plays out through our movie reel in our mind and our everyday life. But there's also things that happen within that frame that don't feel like they're us, or it doesn't feel like we're in control of them. And that's where I think the dimensions of life come into it. And I think it's more complicated, more complex than everything as you pushed out. I think it's a little bit more complex than that. But I still haven't got it figured out myself. But the hidden worlds, I feel like you are experiencing more dimensions in May, and possibly seeing fairies, connecting with the fairy realm and seeing fairies, especially in the natural world. I actually saw some fairies yesterday out in the garden, and I was quite surprised by them. Little tiny insects dancing in the light, and they look just like fairies. So I think they're fairies. And I think when we treat insects like fairies. They do become very magical. There was a bee outside that wasn't like the other bees. It was lighter, much lighter color. And I observed it and I was like, wow. And the shimmering off its wings and its body in the sunlight, it was extra special bee. And I looked at it and I said, wow. And it's like it heard me and it moved back and then flew off. And I felt that it was more sensitive to my presence than the other bees that I'd seen in the garden that day. So there's different species around. I'd never seen a bee like it before. It was almost white. It was very light color. Okay, Temple of Dreams, 36. So three again, coming together. 6, so spiritual guidance, overcoming. Dreams, and that kind of, I feel like it also goes in with the hidden worlds of dream time at night when you go to sleep, but also dreaming during the day, daydreams when you're meditating, or your dreams thinking about what you want to aspire to, or with the star, dreams and healing as well. Sacred dreams, prophecies, dream journeys. So having a dream journal, which you probably already do, but if you don't, then maybe start a dream journal in May. Start writing again. And there's a boat on a body of water here, so you might be enjoying floating on water at some point in May. There's also a hammock, so that's nice. You might be getting a break somewhere, going away for a weekend, or a tent, a picnic, tea party. You might be visiting some kind of special building, like a church or an ashram or a city hall or a museum or something like that. Some big building where something occurs that gives you a profound insight into your direction in life. And the toenail newish moon at the top of that picture, I feel that might also connect with you. At that time in the moon cycle, you might have some kind of epiphany or insight or a magical dream. That's nice. 3 and 6 is 9. So there is something coming to completion or near completion. But with the World card, I feel like you've gained the knowledge, the higher knowledge, the lesson from what you've been through with this person. You've really digested it, and I think before you knew it intellectually, and it still disturbed you, but I feel like now you've come to a place of satisfaction and contentment in yourself, so it doesn't affect you the same way, and so you're able to separate yourself from those aspects that weren't working for you, and you're able to move forwards with your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and your healing as well. I feel like you're healing. And the animal that's here to help you with your healing in May is the elk. That's interesting. It's got fiery colors in that as well. So you might feel like you have a kind of a radar for what's going on, tuning in. I feel like with this person, you tune in with each other psychically, and that's played its part. But I feel like now you have some kind of boundary protection that you've put in place that helps you retain a sense of yourself, so you don't get so caught up in their fire, in their ways, in their behavior. And that might in turn in some way blacken them or anger them. make them moody. That you have more self-control. That's what I'm getting from this card. But elk, look up the magic of elk. Look up, see if there is also something else in there for you, that some insight into their behavior that you are mirroring, or that can help you on your journey. Owl spirit, observation, truth, discernment. Yeah, you are looking at things from a higher perspective and integrating the wisdom that you've learned from this, which goes with that World card. Knowledge, higher knowledge. Integrating the wisdom, and your eyes and your ears are fully open. This is awesome, Sagittarius. Please like the video and share it with other Saggies, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next month. Thanks for joining me.